This video covers the untherapy personality model, thought model for upholders. So this is about how your brain naturally organizes and thinks, logic and reason, processes information. We upholders, I am an upholder, process with the metaphor of boxes. So everything that comes into our minds, we are always looking for ways to store it in an orderly fashion that makes sense to us. We love rules, we love guidelines, we love everything to be just so. Now keep in mind, this does not necessarily mean that we are compliant to society's idea of how to keep things orderly. Sometimes that is true. Sometimes we get really tripped up by that. But for each thought model, and this applies just as much to upholders, it is our own understanding of what is important, of what rules matter, of what order even looks like. So you could certainly find an upholder who is every bit as rebellious or out of the box of society as any rebel or questioner might be, or obliger. Obligers tend to be a little more conformist, but not always either. It's always about what we want, what we're thinking about. So as an upholder, I love to create organization out of chaos. This is exactly why I have spent the last 10 plus years coming up with a way to understand and explain some of these really complicated parts of personality, of feelings, of connection to the divine, of trauma release and programming. Because to me, this is all boxes that can be neatly stacked and organized. So if you have an upholder in your life, or you are an upholder, you can tell because we like things to be structured and organized, very orderly. And that again is by our own definition. So I have parts of my life that are just mayhem and really cluttered. And those are the parts that I don't value as much, but you can tell anywhere that my brain has spent a little time because things just naturally fall into a certain predictable order, whether it's my behavior, whether it's my surroundings and my physical space. And we latch onto the types of things and the situations and the environments that support that kind of boxed in thinking that's very structured and has edges and sides, and we kind of have our boundaries all sorted out. So I'm an upholder. Are you? Do you know anyone else in your life who is? Let me know.